Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Isla Napali. Today with a full live video, so to say, or just like in real time, I should say. Unfortunately, I haven't had any time to do something else for very obvious reasons. I'm not going to call out any further because basically 99.9% of you will know why, and the other person in the room is potentially drunk. So there is quite some things going on. Which is why I haven't had any time to go in. But let me just tell you something. Your feedback on the past episodes is incredible. It's just overwhelming. I'm so happy, and I just have to say a big thank you to all of you. I know I said this in the last episode, but I can't say that often enough. So I appreciate all of your feedback. I appreciate all of your nitty-gritty details you just gave me. We are going into them in the next episode, which will be hopefully somewhere within this week, and we can see what we can do, because on Tuesday there is obviously the update of Planet Coaster, so I can't wait to see what the new pack offers us and then what we can bring into it. So also obviously going to try to have a live stream within next week and all these kind of things. But let me just first of all, in this video today, which is just to update and also to do something I've never done before, but I think this is a good thing to do. So let me just do this at the beginning. So first of all, we need to get rid of all these palm trees over here, because we don't actually need them right now. We will need them later on. Just get this camera away. So what we are going to do is we are going to block out things. As I said, I've never done this before, but I think this will potentially help us quite a lot to be able to know where stuff goes, and to make, to enable you guys to give me some feedback at the end of this episode. So what I'm going to do by blocking, I don't know, I think most of you will know this kind of technique to block out things. But I'm just going to do this very, very easily right now, just to make sure that we have a certain idea where things go. So this is a full 8-meter piece right now, and this is kind of important for our hotel area. I'm just going to slap some things on top of it now, to make sure to, and why is that even not working? I have no clue, and give me that roof no matter what I want. Okay, so we have this block over here, and you guys told me, and I'm going to do this right now. I have no idea if this will be this way, but just to have an idea where the hotel could be, I'm going to place that right here, and we definitely going to move this quite a lot. So potentially we could have like a pool area down here, maybe, or something like that. So this could be a cool thing. But yeah, as I said, we are going to start making a little bit of blocking, which helps us to see where everything goes, because you guys actually had so many great comments suggesting where we have to put things and so on and so forth. And yeah, I also wanted to address a little bit of what I've been talking about in the past episodes regarding the modeling, the Theme Maker's Toolkit. We still don't have enough information to kind of go more in detail what we can expect from that tool and what we can do. So I wanted to wait a little bit to build all different kind of buildings before, I have an idea if it really improves the workflow, or if it's just only a tool that will help us do small scenery pieces. So, I have no idea how the performance will be of those assets. It's not always down to the modeling part of it. It can be also like how well the toolkit is implemented and all these kind of things. And I think it's important to just wait and see how good it really is implemented before I can really plan a series upon that tool. So from now on, we're just going to do the job, and we just continue building stuff. So this is really something I intentionally want to do right now. I want to continue making buildings. So this is why I'm going to block out things now, which we are going to change obviously in the future. But for now, this is something I really want to do to make sure that I know where things are going. So in today's episode, I'm going to address the first feedback will be over here on the top hand side with this hotel, but just give me a sec. I just want to finish this area off, because that's what we're going to talk about after that, and then we're going to put also down some pathways to make sure that we have this kind of thing. in place already. So we have the hotel area, and you guys asked for having the hotel area as a separated area from the park, which has a dedicated entrance to the park. And I thought, okay, this could be a good corner around here because we have these beautiful beaches. That could be the first area we could use, or we are going all the way over to this side. And I think I even prefer to have this beach over here because, you know, this whole area is not really usable to make a theme park area out of it. So this area is far more usable to actually make a theme park, and also in terms of noise and stuff would make sense because that's just pretty close to the harbor. So what we're going to do is now we're going to grab these things and move them over to this hand side. And I hope you guys can give me some more feedback in the comments down below if you like this position also more, because I certainly do like this position quite a bit. I just played around with this idea when I was testing last episode how things could go and where I want to put things, and yeah, this is just my basic outcome. I think we have to move these kind of things all down a little bit so that they are just going a bit more, So we could actually have a nice pool area over here, maybe have a restaurant or something. Can also have a bit of backstage area here, which then is kind of, you know, hidden away by some trees or whatsoever, so that this kind of is the hotel side of the park. So once we are here, let me just show you, the whole thing is blocked, which could be actually a cool thing, because if we look from this angle over here, we have the whole theme park going on, and we can't see the hotel area. So that, I think that in terms of realism, that makes a lot of sense. So then this will be the entrance to the park. I mean, you guys argued quite a lot that you potentially would like to have only a harbor that is only focused on, let's say, the cargo side of it and the theme park entrance. But let me just put it in that words. As your CEO, I would highly suggest to keep the certain flair and atmosphere of a Caribbean or that's not actually true, of a Hawaiian inspired island, which has a certain, you know, industrial charm to it, as the main entrance point to the park. So imagining having the people entering, and it will be a very exclusive thing, right? So people coming here won't get in here with a big ship, like with a few hundred persons on it. It will be rather a smaller ship, carrying up to, let's say, 60 to 70 people at once. And then I can imagine bringing in people from a helicopter flight. So the park won't be that crowded actually, because, you know, you have to carry them all here by boat or by helicopter. So at the beginning of the day there won't be too many people, but I really want to have this area to be the, you know, main access point to the park. So we can really talk about how we could actually improve this area to make it look a bit more nice, a tad bit more nice. But yeah, for now I just want to leave it as it is, and just make sure that this area over here will be the entrance area, because this is the most important area. So we will have a pretty narrow connection between this big flat area over here, which will hopefully be the center part of our park. So we're gonna have pretty much, I'm quite sure we could have a coaster in here. We could have another coaster over here, which might interact with the canyon. So as I said, I want to have a coaster down here, which I think, upon your feedback, could be a Big Dipper. So that's what I want to have over here. And then obviously we have all this kind of space down here, but we still need to reserve some space for our energy supply, for our, and now that's the other thing, for our cargo terminal. And I really was begging the idea that you guys came up with to make a cargo harbor over here. And since I like the idea so much, I'm going to exactly do this right now. I'm going to just copy that bottom part over and just leave it here as a placeholder, because I like the idea that much that I think it would be a nice idea to have another cargo dock. And yeah, I'm just going to change this slightly because I want to reuse it a tad bit. So let me just grab this and move this to the right hand side. Just one more down, and then we could actually try and... no, that's not going to work. Oops, why did I change the building? I didn't even click. Never mind. So if we could select that one and just like these more, we could already have another dock in place. Maybe, but we need bigger ships, so we need a bigger dock. But yeah, so let me just grab these and then, oops. Oh, they're free floating, so I just should have just copied them over with the Control X thingy. I'll just grab these further ones, and now you need to manually select all these. There's one missing. Can I just, hello, there we go, and move it in. So there we go. Are they floating? No. Okay, so it's still fine. So as I said, it's just, oh, but these lamps are floating. Just deleting those. Okay, there we go. So we have this as a little placeholder for now. Whoops, all these, did you see that? That's pretty ridiculous. If you move things, like these little canal covers are jumping up and down because I don't even know why, but if you want to deactivate that, you need to hit the trigger object little check mark on the object, but once you move it, it seems to be deactivated for some odd reasons. And yeah, that's just what happened, but it looked kind of playful, kind of fun. Can I just delete all of it? But yeah, as I said, initially I wanted to wait with everything until we have the toolmaker, theme maker, toolmaker things, TMT tool, whatever, to make sure that this all is as less pieces as possible. But for now, I think we can just continue building because, I mean, come on, we need to build that. So what I imagine is we have like this arrival point over here, and as you can see, or as you don't see at the moment, as you cannot see, I should say, you can't see the hotel area and you can't see the cargo area. So that's what I really wanted to create. Just imagining we just arrive via boat from, let's say, over here, right? So we're just approaching. We obviously won't have that camera dolly over here. We're just approaching. You can have a little glance of the hotel on the left hand side, but I imagine as soon as we have some more foliage also back there, we won't be able to see that, and just come around here into the harbor. You just see that beautiful island, and then you just go into the little harbor and just get off the ship, and that's it. Yeah, one more thing I want to implement already is kind of this building over here as another entrance to the park, so that we already have an idea how the park is shaped. So this is, this is the central layout we need to consider. And now let me just do the following. And this is by no means the final layout, guys. I mean, I'm just wanting to make a first approach on how this all could be, at least, as a very basic idea, be layouted. So let me just bring this thing in, and the same thing goes to the other side. So this would be like a nice welcoming entrance area, and then let me just go with the flow, and just with 8 meters, just connecting this area over here. I don't really know if, how much we gonna do it like that, so that we have like bigger areas, but I think that could be a huge first thing to do, like having this entrance area nicely shaped, and yeah, just being a very welcoming area. And why can't I do this? Are you kidding me? So yeah, we definitely need a building over here to just cover my mess up there. I'm just kidding. At the moment, it doesn't really matter at all. I'm just putting down the path to just have an idea where it all goes. So obviously, we can also make this a more narrow path, because we definitely need to reserve some space for like backstage roads. I'm definitely going to kind of need them over here, which is then, somehow they have to reach the dock as well as the entrance area goes. So we definitely need a connection over here. So yeah, that's what I also need to keep in mind, and then just bring the road all the way over to the other hand side of the island, where then we obviously can also have like a bit more of a welcoming area, because, and this is something I still look into, and hopefully, oops, what did I just do? Hopefully it's going to work out the way I at least planned it to work out. Can we just combine them? Yes. So also, oh, what? Didn't expect that to work. Okay, it didn't work at all. So yeah, I was right with my guess. So yeah, we just need to connect. Let me just make that a bit bigger. Wait, no, I'm just connecting this way. So that's going to be in here, and then just smooth these edges out a bit more. Yeah, there we go. I think that's nice. And we could also use another narrow road, which then goes all the way down here. I mean, we have pretty much a lot of space to go for attractions. I didn't expect to have that much space, and yeah, maybe it's also because we got rid of the airport idea and we go with helipads. I still haven't lost the idea of an airport in general, but I think now as we, use this area also for the theme park, and I believe we need to, we still need to use that area. I think that could be a huge thing to implement a helipad and not really having an airport, because that would have been the only area where we could fit it. But if we would, there's no reason to fit a theme park in. So yeah, it's a bit of a mishmash, but yeah. So we need also a connection to. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to make the most of the terrain, which is not really working the way I wanted to. Okay, so let's leave that out for a moment. We can definitely connect that better later on, and we definitely need to connect this area over here as well. But as you can see, I'm trying to use really the terrain as it is, and we're going to change that, I guess, at least a few hundred times to make sure that we make the most of the terrain available. But yeah, I don't want to destroy the terrain at all. I said that multiple times. I'm still holding on to that idea because I think it's just too beautiful to touch it, and I also made this all fully intentional, so there is no reason to do it. So I hope that you guys understand why I try to keep the landscape the way it is. But yeah, for now this should be a bit of a very basic idea of how a path layout could be. Let me just keep it like that. It is, as you can see, this is the main road layout. I don't even know if that is any good or whatsoever. We still need to consider various things, and that will change the entire layout. And for me, it is actually too curvy. Like, at a glance, it is already too curvy. We need more like squares and stuff, and more, definitely bigger plazas. But plazas are also being created while putting buildings in and stuff. But I just wanted to move on a tiny bit to make sure that we at least have an idea of how that all looks. And obviously, we can also make more natural path. And when all the scenery and all the foliage comes in, this all looks a lot better already. But for now, this is the idea, to have like the harbor over here, which then has the entrance area here. We're gonna have a backstage door over here, which then continues to go alongside this shoreline. I was thinking of having a tunnel entry over here, which then comes back in. Oh, sorry, I mean over here, because that's fairly close to the beach, which not the best idea. So maybe over here to just cross this area, but maybe we also cross it over ground. I don't know. So like go over here. Maybe we build a bridge. That could also work, like having this lowered down a tiny bit and then just build a bridge. Actually, that could be a nice idea to. Okay, I'm not talking about that right now. I am just keeping that back. Maybe it's a nice touch of realism later on. But yeah. Well, never mind. Just sharing some thought with you, which is not really sharing, but I'm just. Anyways, let's continue. So yeah, that's it for today's little roundup of. Oh no, let me just do one last thing, because you guys were requesting that, and I think you're completely right. I hope that I'm not too dumb to do this right now. So let me just check. If I move the cursor exactly like this, it should work. It didn't. Okay, it didn't. Let me just move a bit more like that. So, does this work? Oh wait, why am I not? Okay, I am in this building right now. Still not too nicely. I think that's it. Oh no, I just have these pillars. Is that all? What is that else? Oh yeah, sure. What did I select here? God, multi-select is. And why? I just need to. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So can I just select this now? Oh, that worked like a charm, but I think I didn't grab the. Okay, that could have worked. I feel like there are some missing of these rails. We have to select them. There we go. It's hard to figure if I select them already or not. They all seem to be selected. What's going on up here? Not too much actually. So yeah, oh wait, I selected this bollard as well. So you guys actually commented that this is way too steep, and you guys are pretty much right. We're gonna fix that already quite quickly, because that's like basically a quick win we can just achieve right now. I think that should be fine. Just like connect this again. There you go, come on. Is that working? It is working, cool. So, let me just grab this thing, push that into the ground. Wow, this is fairly easy. Wow, didn't expect that. So, wait, hello. There we go. Just copy that over, move it all the way over here. Okay, there we go. Fine, do we have a gap in the middle? A slight one, but you won't be able to figure it out later on. So we obviously have to close these things as well. And just, you know what, we're just going to do that right now. I mean, that's some easy work we can just do right now, because this is really fairly easy to do and it won't cost us too much time. So let's do it. So I think we also need some buoys in the water then, because obviously this one would be pretty dangerous for ships to just go over and then just destroy the bottom of their ship. So we need some safety buoys floating in the water, so to make sure that boats are not hitting this area unintentionally. So I mean, otherwise I get some nice emails again from my safety guards, I guess. So yeah. Oops. Okay, so let's move that all over. There we go. Perfect. And then we're not going to put them boys in right now, because I need to figure how they actually look. Yeah, that's a lot better, isn't it? That is a lot better. Okay, I mean, this connection is not too nice right now. We definitely have to use something else to make this connection better right now. But hey, that should be it right now, guys. I hope you still enjoyed that video, even though it was a bit of a different video today. And yeah, but I mean, for reasons, next week again with a little creative approach on how I deal with your comments. I'm also going to read them out again, so don't worry, it's not all you know, back to normal again and Rudi not doing stuff. It is what it is. I just need to manage time a bit at the moment, so there was not that much time to do it. But for next week's video, whatever, I promise I'm going to do it in a more creative way again. So guys, hope you enjoyed that one. It's a fairly long video, didn't expect that to be that long. Anyways, enjoy your day, and yeah, be prepared for the next couple of days, and also make sure to watch City Skylines, which was online yesterday. So anyways, have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye guys.
We should be hiding out wherever we may find love.